Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Smalland. I'm the Radio Man 03. It's awesome to have you along. Josh Condorian at your service. I was playing with some blocks over the weekend. Came up with this idea for a house. I'm not completely pleased with it, but at the same time, I did like the idea that I was going for. We've got kind of a tunnel entrance here. We'll go into first person. The thing I don't like is the doorways are tight. You know, they're a little too tight for me here to come through. I get through there okay, but in order for us to go the height we went to, you've got to have supports in your home, which makes sense. Otherwise, I couldn't finish the roof because the roof is just a little too high. I believe that's about as high as I could get this to build. After that, it just says there's no structural support for things. So I'm thinking about actually tearing this down and bringing in and trying something different out that's going to be a little more open. We can get up here just fine. The stairs actually work out pretty good, being just the half piece that they are. And then we've got a third floor here. This is the top floor, I should say. So there's the top floor up here that has access to windows that look out over the whole place with these little nooks and crannies in here that you can put your workstations and stuff like that. The problem is it's way up on the top floor, and I'd rather have the workshop down on the bottom floor if we could. And we could even do, some workshop area here too. I was trying not to spread it out too much. It's just not quite, I don't like the tightness on my head that this is. I was thinking if I take this and bring it up one by a wall and then put these on, we'd have a much nicer path to walk through. The other thing is that the doorways are only one wide, so I was going to leave this completely open. I wouldn't mind having like a door, so maybe a 3-wide entranceway, something like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to tear this down. I wanted to show it to you guys first, and then we'd move on from there. So I've kind of put us on the back of the tree here. I put a little railing around the side of the building on the outer edge here, some railing. There's a back patio area here, but this could all change. It could all be different. It wouldn't be bad with kind of a curved entryway here to get into it. And then I was trying to just see how much can I build onto different things and how far out can you go. And what I found out is that 3 floors out, it stops, and then you've got to start over with a new floor. So you've got your support, and then you can go 3 floors, and then you have to have another support there before you can go another 3 floors. So every 3. So that's what I'm going to do today is I'm going to work on getting something a little more friendly, because you can see it's just bump, 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 bump. I like the look of it, and I want to keep some of the look this way, but at the same time, I'm going to tear it down so that I can try again and make something a little bit bigger. I like these guys up here. I think I'm going to do something with this right here, but down here further onto the ground. Fall is here again. Winter is going to be coming just around the corner, so it's probably a good time to be doing something like this, is getting kind of a home set up for us to be in. Last episode, we did lose our grasshopper down when we were doing some exploring to the south. After I logged out for the day's episode and came back in, he automatically pops back right here on the bedroll with me. As a matter of fact, every single time he's on that bedroll. I park him out here, but every time I log out and log back in, he is on that bedroll with me. So he doesn't exactly stay where he's supposed to be. Hopefully they get something worked out to where we can, say, maybe put some kind of a hitching post, and our pets would be attached to the hitching post so they don't spawn in our bed, because it makes me not want to put my bedroll in the house, because then I'm going to have to find a way to get this grasshopper out of the house every single time, or just release him and grab one when I need one. I did make the whistle. Let's go to our inventory. So there you go. You give it a little blow, and he comes right on over to you, and boom, he's good to go. Now, what the range is on that, I don't know. We'll give it a try, but I'm sure it's probably a fair distance. Of course, we could just come over here and hit C a couple of times and then hit an F, and he'll stay right put. But that's my goal today, is to get us a bit of a house set up. It's raining right now, which means I'm just going to take damage to a bunch of stuff. The rain, of course, damages things as you're building in the rain, so you don't want to be in the rain. But now we're getting kind of in the time of the season where this is going to be happening almost every day. Fall and winter seems to be like a very wet time in the game, always stormy. So I'm going to work a little bit on getting this torn down And then I'll come back and we will we'll move forward and see what what I'm coming up with today anyways. I'm trying to pick a good spot to start out from. We've got a storm rolling through here. I'm just trying to figure out where I want to start it so that I've got a little playroom back here, but we're going to be pretty covered here. Maybe this height right here will work out all right. Oh, I need to turn this back on. There we go. There we go. I think this is going to allow me to have a little bit further spans here too, to make it a little bit bigger. I went back too far last time. So what is that? 1, 2, 3. I could get a couple more over here, I bet. Do one there, and that's about as far over as I can go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I do that, and I come out with these guys, this one right here. Nope. Foundations. If I do that right there, that gives me that entranceway I'm looking for, a 3 wide, so I can put a door on it. We're going to do a bunch of foundations, of course. I'm going to have to fix all of these because we've got a storm going on. I need to figure out where I'm going to put my posts as well. All that good stuff. All right. We're going to do a building episode today. It's going to be me jumping in and out, just kind of doing things on the base, trying to get us a little bit more of a sheltered home here to live in. We've got plenty of building material since we tore down the old place, so we're going to just do this here and work on this today because I've not really done much of the building with you guys at all. Again, though, everything here is taking damage now, so, you know, it's going to be something we're going to think about. Damage. So, and then this might not even be... Well, I'll come back. I'll explain when I come back. We need to make sure we can cover our bases with enough supports to make sure we can build up as high as we at least we can in the game at this moment. Storm number 2 has come to an end. This is going to be our way in, I think. We'll be able to turn each direction if we want to. And then I'm going to do some main supports for the rest of the building here to sit on in hopes that we will be able to support a larger building. So we do that, and I got this guy here and this guy here, every 3 apart. So now I should be able to, if this is working, if this is what I think it is, we've got 2 and then 3. And then I can come over 3 this way too, and now I've got, I think I'll have what is going to be comparable of really good support. But I don't want the floor right there at this moment. I want to go up 2. So we've got a little bit of height. Alright, let's do that, and then I guess if I jump up here, that would work really just fine. Now I don't think, can I actually put another wall on top of this here? I can. Okay, good. Let's do this. Let's get these put in first. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and hit R down there to make sure I get that foundation repaired. And I could do U here. So these are going to be our support struts for the building, and then we'll get creative with the box after a second here. Let's do you, and we're going to put you guys here as well, like so. And this is just so I get up and down, and then we can do the same thing. Oh, no. Well, that's okay. That should work just fine right there. It's just a temporary thing anyways. Oh, man, the sun just came back out again. It's a nice day, hopefully. There's our new entranceway. Lots of windows, a little door out front here, and boom, now we're back in. We've got a bit of a better ceiling over here, so we've got a little more, you know, headroom. So I like that idea. That's coming out pretty good. Found a way to fix these areas up right here. I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but if you use this number 2, this block right here, this guy fits in the corner, and seals those up really nice so you don't have any of those breaks in the, the look of it. Let's do this. I think I'm going to actually come back one more. We should probably put a door here. Lead out onto this area right here, and we'll put another door here to lead out over onto this side, like so. And then I guess I'm going to have to do a little more roofing here as well. Extend this roof line a little bit longer. There we go, just like that. And I'm trying to remember to come back through and make the repairs necessary on things. I've got that flat roof piece right here, and we're actually using this guy like so. There we go. Yeah, my first build got a little bit flimsy. Didn't like that. So it's like, well, you need more support. So I've kind of figured what it was to get the supports. By the time I put those extra supports in, I felt like my building was getting a little too small for me to actually put workbenches in and be comfortable moving around in. So I opted against that. Let's go ahead and do a wall here and a wall right here. I guess we're going to do it this way since we've got everything else pointing this way. Okay, so now we do this. We've got a way in this way into our home, okay? I've managed to get this to go up that high. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get that to go any higher, though. So what I thought is maybe what we do is we do some stairs. We could do some stairs right here. Get up on those and maybe do another set of stairs over here, up this way. We'll just follow it around and go all the way up with it here. Up you go. We'll see what we get up there. I think I can jump up to that. We'll see. You do have to come up with a little bit of scaffolding to get yourself around. Now, can I put anything on top of this? Will it still let me build upwards? It will. What about after that? I think it will. Try to see if there's a limit to how high we can go with this. I did die once over the weekend. Okay, so now this is it. This is the final level right here. So I need to take these guys back. This is my roof level right here. This is as high up as I can go at the moment without the structure collapsing. So this is where my roof is going to start, up here. Let's go back downstairs and figure out what we can do to continue to build up on the base. Yep, there we go. All right, let's get rid of you. We'll put stairs in. We're going to get rid of you. And you. There we go. Oh, I love picking up the resources, too, after you use them. You just hold down F as you walk by, and it just scoops them all up. Pretty darn handy. Now, I don't want to not take advantage of the fact that we have these columns here. I think these columns would be a good place to put some interesting items into. So let's do a wall here. Let's do a window. Well, this is the outside. So let's do a window here and another window right there. That's going to come out. And I'm thinking about making this sort of a outside area to sit at. So if you just go easy with it and you ease it down in here like so, you can see where it's going to snap to that. You can come back up a little bit and do just like that. And you can snap yourself a little railing. Give yourself a railing right there. So now you're back here behind this railing. I think that's a good idea. That's nice. Looks nice. I'm sure many more blocks are coming to the game. I hope many more blocks are coming to the game. So you just gotta kind of line it up a little bit and give it a pop, a pop, a pop, a pop, just like that. Okay, so let's get rid of these things here because these are going to be distracting to me. Let's eat a little something. Almost killed myself by not eating. And we're going to do a couple windows over here too. We've got doors to get out there from the front. We'll do this as well. Let's get these guys going too. I don't know that we'll use this much, but we'll have it there just in case we need to. And let's go ahead and turn those doors around. Yeah, let's turn those doors around. I like the different roof pieces. It's been a lot of fun messing around with the roof pieces and making them snap together. There we go. Let's do that right there. Back to the main wall. Okay, so we come through. We're inside. Now we're going to want some solid walls for storage and for our benches, right? I would like to go at least 2 high with this. Living quarters could be smaller than what we're going to have down here, I think. That still gives us 2 blocks plus the roof there. I'm thinking about having it. Well, we got an exit there. So if I do this here and this guy here, what if we do a window in between there? The back of this building is going to be a little different than, of course, the front and what we're doing with it. Insufficient materials. We'll adventure in the next episode. I did manage to go back down south again, and I did manage to pick up a little more flint. We do have the flint axe, the nice flint axe, and we have 7 more. Now, there's a bunch of weapons and things, upgrading weapons that are going to need flint. And we found the fuzz, which we were getting off, and that was my mistake. We got that off the honeybees, and then there are also hornets in the game. Apparently there's a couple different kinds of hornets in the game, so we have to watch out for that later on down the road. But we did do a little more exploration, died to one of the larger green beetles near one of the little outposts that we've set up so far in the series. And he just, I ran inside, but that doesn't seem to help you when you're inside. He's still going to just, destroy you. All right, let's do that right there. And now what I'd like to do is I'm going to try to work out something that I can use these guys right here, because I sure do love having these guys in here because they just make the place look amazing. You can do that right there, and it just really does a nice thing to the place. I wonder if maybe I should get these centered. Try to center this a little bit more. Gonna store them again. Alright, I'll be back. I'm going to start messing around with these guys here now and see what I come up with for these guys. Okay, so if I put this guy right here, I can then put another one here. Make sure lined up right. And another one over here. Now that gives me a couple of eyebrow windows back here in the back. Now I could seal those up, or I could leave them open and let the light shine through. I haven't quite decided yet what I want to do with that, but that will help right there. Now above that, we can add flooring to it. We can actually add floors on top of this stuff, and it will let us do that, which is really awesome. I need to make sure I've got this going the right way. So this is all going to be flooring here, and we will add flooring on top of that piece of roofing too. But let's go ahead and put this on, and I think this is going to help hopefully keep me a little bit on track here with what I'm doing. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But that's the height I want the next floor, is this height right here. Upstairs area is going to be a little smaller because that's going to be where we live, We're going to live up there. Yeah, we're going the right way with that. Make sure all my lines are going the right way with the flooring and so on and so forth. We do that right there, and that's beautiful. And then I think I could seal this up. Building is a lot of fun. I can't wait for more pieces because there's going to be all kinds of neat stuff coming, I imagine. Well, you saw a couple of pieces of furniture at the very beginning there. They're really done. They're pretty interesting. The bottle cap table's cool. I love all the stuff. It's just really, really neat. Okay, if I do that right there, now what I'm wondering is if I'm going to have enough support in the middle here. We've only got 3 blocks across, so it should be good to go, I think. God, I hope so. I've got equal support going all the way around here. I think I do. Alright, let's go ahead and finish up our walls as well. Let's go ahead and do a nice wall right there. I thought doing the pillars for the supports would be a good idea. I'm going to do that right there, and let's just go ahead and close this up. I can come back and swap this stuff around. It's not too difficult to do that. Every now and then, you lose a little structural support, especially when you're putting the roof on. But you could regain that pretty fast. Okay, we're going to do that right there, and we're going to put you guys back into here. I may do those eyelets on this other side here as well. I'm doing solid walls just so we have something to put up against our workstations up against. There we go, do that right there. I'm going to go to you, and you. Okay, now you might think we're roofed, but we're not. That is flooring, so that is not going to work. Now I'm going to try to decide where I want to put my staircase to go up to the next floor. Part of me thinks that something right along this wall maybe back here would be good. What if I could do something in the middle of the room that wouldn't take up too much space? So if I do this here, I could do this, and then I could bring the next one up to there. But yeah, no, we're not going to do that. Let me bring you back. I'm going to take a look around here and see what I want to do. I need to get the roof onto this next level so that we don't take, unwanted damage to the base. Now here it says not enough structural support. If I do that there, will that give me the structural support I need to put this piece in? Looks like it might be. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, that's what I was hoping for. We'll do another window here. It's just saying it needs its supports from down below. Do one in the middle here. We'll do one in the middle here. We will do the regular here. We can add balconies to this later. We can do all kinds of things. Let's try to get a structure put together first that we can get into, and then we can start to mold it into something different. Now, what about the roofing? This is going to be an interesting thing here, I think. Not enough structural support. Golly, man. I just don't understand why it says that to me. I'll work it out. We'll try to work it out and see what we have to do to get this roof to do what I want it to do here. If I do that right here. Now, if I do that, can I get this piece of roofing to go onto here? I can. All right, fantastic. No support there. I can close that up, though. Well, that one didn't place quite right. I can do you right here. I need to take you back. Put you right there. Okay, there we go. We got a little more of our roof in now. Yeah, see, that won't go there unless I have that foundation in there. So, or the wall, I should say. Let's give this a whirl now. I bet I could do it. Yep, there it is. And there you are. And then I need to get up on that roof. I need to get up on the roof. What's that for? Guess I don't need these here, huh? Don't need those ones in the corner. Or corner posts. Roof seems to be just fine. Okay, that takes care of all that. Okay, that opens us up a little bit more here. I know we've got these going right through the middle of the base, but what are you going to do? I've got to have them in order to keep the roof, so that's going to have to be a thing. Now, what if I take you out of there? These should all have... There we go. We do that right there. Now, if I go down, I should be able to grab that stuff out of there. We've got our supports in. There we go. Beautiful. You can't have this in your hand when you're trying to zoom into first person. All right. Not ideal. having all the pillars in here is not the best thing in the world, but we do have space in here now for our workstations, so that's a good thing. Okay, our special bed. Let's keep it closer to where we're coming up. We can actually put our bed right here. This is supposed to give us a little more comfort. Let's see. What does that do for my comfort level? Not much of anything, really. Yeah, that really didn't do much, did it, to help me out? But that's our spawn point. Okay, so we're coming up next to this fireplace. Oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups, which is fine. At least somewhat of the hiccups. We are... Oh, boy, you know what? We definitely don't want to be walking through these holes down into those fires. That would be a bad thing. That's where I hopefully we'll get some rails, you know, to do something about that. That would be cool. Now, what about this roof here? Do we want to have this jut out a little bit? I don't know that I do. Let's see. What could I do here? What could I do here to make this look a little more interesting on the front of our building? I think maybe what the best thing to do is I could put a door here. We put a door here, and then if for some reason we need to go out there, we can go out there and deal with anything that is going on. Do that right there. We're all nice and sealed in. But up here we can put extra storage. We've got some furniture items that we need to do. You know, and we can get that all taken care of. And then we got the workbench. We can put the workbench in here. Now, I don't think I want to spawn on that bedroll that we just put up there. I'm going to keep us spawning in here. Because, again, he is spawning with me on this bedroll every single time. And it's kind of... it's just a thing that's happening. We'll take all that stuff right there. Kind of moving in a little bit here. A little bit of move in. Now, what can I do with the workbench? I think the workbench may be over on this side here. Let's go ahead. Well, it should be something that we get to really quick, right? We can get to fast as we're coming home. Make repairs to our stuff before we go putting everything away. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Take the time to make repairs to your stuff. What if we put that right there? And then I put some other materials right here next to it. You guys seen the chairs yet? I don't know why it's covered in snow. I've got all this room out here too, which is really great. We get to have some fun out here in this room. Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. Okay, this is great. This is just great. I'm really pleased with this. I would like poles instead of these big giant columns in here. It would open things up a little bit more, but in the meantime, I think I'm pretty content with this. We've got space here for stuff. We've got space here. We've got plenty of room right here. Same on the other side. It all mirrors itself. So it's pretty good, I think. We've got a pretty good base of operations here. Where's our other bench? We've got a stone cutter bench too, right? Let's grab the stone cutter bench. Maybe I should make the front room area the workstation area. So many maybes, you know? Maybe this, maybe that. Alright, that's that bench. And the stone cutter, I think I'm going to put the stone cutter over here. We'll put it right in front of this window, and then the rest of the room will be used up for some storage. Yeah, that works. Interactive. Got some chests. We're going to need a few chests in here so we can get stuff moved over. Now, here's a question. What if I do... Be nice to see half floors put into the game. What if I do a shelving area, a little bit of shelves right up here. There we go. I come up here. There we go. Now I can do maybe some chests along here to, you know, for storage. This is the front. Okay, we're going to do one here. We're going to put one... I'm going to put them all the way up the front. Let's try that again. Let's make sure it's all the way up front so we can reach it nice and easy. All right, we'll do that. And then hopefully I can get out after I do this right here. There we go. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. Yes, 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 yes. That is perfect. Okay, that's what we want to do. We want to have some shelving units above that. What about over here? Do we want that here too? How about we put... what if we put a chest right up there? We turn it kind of side, angle it like that. Gives us the ability to reach that chest. Indeed it does. Okay. I might even be able to do that better. Let's try that again. I love how you pick stuff up in the game. It's just so convenient. Okay, I can actually climb up there. Nice. I had not tried that with her yet. Okay, that's it right there. And if I go this way, it's you'll sit on there for quite a distance. I think that's better. Yeah. Do another chest here. We're going to switch over to the nicer chest, though. We definitely have to do that. Look at there. That'll be nice. That'll be really nice. Okay, awesome. Oh, you know, I was wondering. Back to the building. I probably shouldn't be putting chests up at the moment, but I was wondering, is there any way I can put these guys up here and make it look like they are curving out my ceiling a little bit? You see that? That gives it a bit of a curvature there. I like that. We could do that at each of these corners and give the rooms a really nice look. You see? Just like that. Now I can have my bigger room with my arches, and it's not going to impact my headroom. You're not going to be there. I don't think you're going to be there. Now, what if I did... here's another thing. There's just so many options. That's just it. They've really given us quite a few options with the minimal amount of blocks we have at the moment. I like the way they snap together. See, we could do this around these columns, too. Like so, you know? You fill in those gaps with this guy here, and you got yourself a really cool-looking... pillar at the top, you know what I mean, Jelly Bean? It just seals it up really nice. I like that. There's a lot of options. That's just it. There's really a whole bunch of different options for you here. You just have to decide what you want to do. How far do you want to go with it? Now, the other thing I could do here, too, is... That's going to really interfere with my headspace. I just don't think that's such a good idea there. I was just thinking there's, you know, different ways to use these blocks to give the place just, you know, that fanciful feel to it. You know? There's quite a few combos you could do. You just got to take these blocks out and take a look at them. Like this thing here. That's kind of interesting. I like it. Was it snowing? It is. The grasshopper would hate it out there for sure. What else do we need to do in here today? You're going to be full of stone and all that good stuff. Matter of fact, I'm going to put stone in here. There we go. Stone will go in there. Wood, thatch, fiber, all that good stuff. I'll probably need a few more boxes over here into this area. I know this looks a little unusual. We got the back and front going on here, but hopefully it's not too distracting. It's much easier to get around in. There's more we can do to the place as well. There's definitely going to be more things I'm going to want to do to it down the road. Especially for the backside here, it just screams, I need some help. We got a place to call home, though. It's a little bit bigger than what I had when we first got on today, but I'm a little happier with the way the size of this is going. We don't have any headroom issues in here. We got plenty of space for all of our workstations that we have at the moment. We've got more coming. I need to make another flint run or try to get more flint because let's take a look and see. We need bark for the apothecary table, the rest of the stuff we have, so we just need a little bit of bark for that. And then we need some more flint for the tannery. Now, what I'm trying to figure out is, do I want to make those things first, or do I work on getting the flint for the tools? Because the flint is not easy to get. Not for me, anyways. It's down south, and it's a dangerous area. Very dangerous area. What was I looking at? I was looking at making some tools. Oh, I need to go to the workbench. So the stone cutter. There's the flint hatchet. There's a flint spear, which is better, but that's going to take 8 flint. Flint sword. That would be a good one, too. 10 flint. Flint pickaxe. 10 flint. What's this one? Flint shears. This is what we need in order to get the cobwebs cut up. The egg sacs and stuff so we can get the silk. We've got a blowgun available to us, but again, we need bark. We do have some bones, but I've not made that yet. There is a flint arrow, which requires, 2 flint, huh? I think you get, 10 arrows per? Expensive. But, so, what I'm trying to decide, do I go off and get as much flint as I can and make the weapons so it's easier to fight those critters when I'm down there, getting more flint? Or do I go down, get the flint I need, get the workstations going, and then get the flint for the weapons and do it that way? I'm trying to decide that. But that is going to wrap up today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button for me. Comment, subscribe, and share on the Radio Man 03. Have an awesome, a fantastic, and a superb day. And I look forward to talking to you again next time.